myself, splitting hairs with my own conscience. Like these days, I know I've been drastically changing, so thank you for all your patience. See, I'm just in a different space and I choose to embrace it. He says, you know, life is a dream from which we must all wake before we can dream again, but sometimes that's hard to take. No plan survives first contact, so adaptation is everything. Bow your head in prayer, but stay wide awake, because in this life, it's your soul that you're leveraging. Nowadays, feel like I've manifested a new reality, mind spilling, poetic living, just a conduit for existence. Lessons accumulative, like I learned the Fibonacci sequence. So even when life's closing in from all different sides, still I rise as Maya Angelou sighs. Grew up a flower from concrete, cause where I'm from, no soil was fertile. A place of yin and yang, still I was a bright spot inside of a dark circle. People around me lacked ambition, so I had to be the one to spark my life into ignition. Set off on a journey to use my diction for communal uplifting. To learn to move up through my inhibition and solve off my own story like a writer of fiction. I had to ask myself one question. Will I willingly continue the cycle again, or rise to the version of me that beckons through my pen? Because growing pains are more than just body aches. It's realizing how much is at stake, then asking your higher self, what would it really take? Is it loneliness or freedom that drives the lone bird in the sky? Between love and ambition, which way does the heart really lie? Often I think I found love partly, only to realize I've been looking through a glass darkly. So I'm doubling down on my passions, lost in the vagaries of my own mind, but then suddenly my thoughts are where you reside. Wondering if you had my love, how would you see it through? I was a smooth operator, but I'm tripping up for you. Yeah, the battle against limerence for me is a regular occurrence. So I'm sitting here trying to see, to love or not to love, how deep could our romance be? Keep pouring more of ourselves until one of us says when. Because if it all falls down, maybe we can just build it back up again. In the end, no matter where this goes, we both know I'll be the sole consumer of my woes. Thank you very much, guys. See, I was raised in a place where they try to pull down any crab that dares to ascend, where loveless birds flock together as winter friends. So I'm trying to break the habits that I learned in the hood, singing Nina Simone, please don't let me be misunderstood. I wonder, if androids dream of electric sheep, then do gangsters dream of an endless sleep? Those whose legal options just keep on dwindling, those who can't seem to tell the difference between strength and social conditioning. But I'm asking Mandem, can you dare to be daring, risk it all to lose, then risk again without caring? Last year you said this year, so if not this year, then when? And no, it hasn't escaped you that we're changing from boys to men. Fortune favors the bold, at least that's what I was told. But then I got old and realized all the glitters isn't gold. So while you play the field, brother, I'm gonna keep hacking at these chains to get out the field quicker. Now I see the world burning and I ain't amused. Religion's already been torn down, spirituality's being misused. Cause when the pastors prey on those who pray, that leaves the faithful confused. The whole world for the price of your soul. Tell me, which one of them will diffuse? Man, what tangled webs we weave when at first we learn to deceive. Guess we're all just lost souls, stumbling around in the dark, looking for reprieve. Like Voldemort, I split my soul into several pieces and give them to my friends, seeking to be free. And with that, farewell fear. And with fear, farewell grief, farewell remorse, all pain will be cast from me. But see, language like that, they thought Mandem couldn't speak. But if I make Shakespeare with slang, I think it's rather unique. Partly I jest, here's the way I choose to express. But now this poem's a right mess, so here I digress. Come closer to here, the tale of my inner fortress. I won't bore you with stories of me growing up to the pressures of success. See my mother's distress due to working to excess, all for a chance to possess and a shot of progress. Back when I wake up early from my late slumber, to find my mother already slowly dancing to Daddy Lumba. Left Ghana at 6, yet I still think about the everyday stuff, like kicking ball on pavements, often playing rough. The joy we shared made up for what wasn't enough. Sunsets in the heat gave peace when two friends meet. Instead, my story travels further through the eyes of a few ornaments, which on Independence Day hold such deep sentiments. Gold weights from Ghana, still heavy with meaning, once measured the worth of a man, now represents fortunes depleting. A wooden stove, sturdy and carved by callous hands, not just a seat, but a stage where imagination expands. Pieces of kente cloth, woven colourful and bold, threads of my ancestors, whispers of story untold. But with it a warning in pride, or in quiet pain, a prince in royal rags or a forgotten child in the rain. The earthen pot cracked but whole, fed generation and still nourishes my soul, a silent witness to a family unmasked, refuge to endless days, a symbol of nurturing unasked. Would my mother have stirred a meal for 10, loved ones to sustain, or watched the pot go empty again? The faded drum, skin worn and thinning, beating to the rhythm of a new life beginning. My ears would have found our forgotten tradition when the drums would sound to the cheer of liberation. Or would I have danced beneath Ashanti sky or swept the floor barely getting by? These powerful relics now displayed beneath glass and light, once lived, once breathed, once prayed for at night. Let us face the past through what remains, rethinking relationships, rethinking chains. In addition to my simple tales of simple pleasures, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Familiar Treasures. Thank you so much.